Hello YouTube, I am Preston the Movie Nerd here, and I'm sorry for this very long, late, I guess absence, in some ways you would put it, and I'm so sorry, it's been very busy weeks, and I just couldn't find any time to finally record, so now I'm here, and now this video is going to probably entertain you, you're probably here just to hear my opinions and my reviews on this film. But first things first, thank you guys for returning from my late absence. And after that, just please like and subscribe before I get into this. So again, like and subscribe and comment as quick as you can. Alright? We're going to get straight into the review. Now, I wanted to do something different. Very, very different. I wanted to take a movie that probably some people didn't even think it existed, nor didn't even think it would exist. And that is Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Now, before you guys start leaving the video just because this thing sounds so disgusting or so erotic or something that just doesn't make sense, I can see why you would want to do that. But hear me out on this. I think you would enjoy this video. I think you really would. Please, trust me on this. Get into the review, like before I do, I just want to show you how much I care for this film. And yes, it was a book. It originally was a book by Seth Grahame-Smith. Very good. It was an amazing book. It was excellent. And then I even have the DVD copy and the Blu-ray copy of the film. I even have a movie poster. That's how much I love the film. But I don't love it that much on how some of my friends may have seen me talk about it or how I would mention it. I don't love it that much. I love it in a way where the film is new, it's interesting, and the book overall was just great. It brought something new, it brought something intense, something a game changer in some ways. But some people think that the movie just wasn't quite, fit. And I can see that, I really do. But the book, on the other hand, held something very amazing, and some people did enjoy it. Well, the movie, there was a mixed opinions on it. It either didn't go so well, it did great in some ways, or it was like, it's okay, it's decent. I'm somewhere in between. It was the decent, it was great. I think it was like a good great. Not great great, but good great. Comparing it to some other films, this film does lead away from its predecessors, but this one, it does stick with me a lot, and it really does. And this is a film that when I first watched, I was like, this is great, this is amazing, this is something that people would love, till I found out how much people actually did hate it, and how much people didn't want to hear the mention of it. But I'm going to show you or not show you, sorry, but explain my opinions, and just go out on it, and just say how much I love the film. Right here, the movie poster. A couple of things that I want to talk about is, first things first, I'm going to talk about how the quality was, like, by the directing, the acting, and just overall the goodness of the film and how it turned out. And after that, I'll just say my honest opinions on it and how I really, really did think of the film. That's all I'm going to say about this. And I hope you guys enjoy. Really do. And after that, I'm just going to explain it a lot more. Maybe go in depth and just, I don't know, show you how much I love the film. Directing of the film. The directing was questionable. It really was. Just taking the director from Wanted, Timur Berkamatov, I think I could say his name. Sorry if I butchered it. But the film kind of just lacked the directness. I feel like his directing was good. It really was. It was, well spread out. It was good. It was interesting. It was all there. Like, they were prepared for this film to become a thing. They were ready. But then when you go to the executive producer of Tim Burton, yep, that's when the film just went. There's a lot of reasons why Tim Burton shouldn't have been on this film. First things first, Tim Burton was known for his 1989 Batman film, which was a hit, and then the sequel, Batman Returns, which was also a hit. But then he started going up a little bit more into, like, Nightmare Before Christmas films. But then, see, he's known for more of comedic terms, like Beetlejuice. He was known for all that type of stuff. But when it came to something serious like this one, it didn't work. Just Tim Burton's known to be some sort of comedic relief in some ways, from what I've heard. But just him taking a role in something very serious and game changing, it just doesn't fit. I don't think he deserved to be in this film. But I mean, he is responsible for getting the film out there and helping the book become something bigger. I gotta say, he did do some good things about it, some decent things, and there's some things that just didn't go well. I was disappointed about it. 2. The acting. What can I say about the acting other than how it was bland, or they had some good spice to it, some good seasonings on the acting. But the list of actors and actresses that they chose was kind of questionable. I mean, for the people that may have seen the film, you can all agree with me that Benjamin Walker did a decent job in some ways. But when you look at Dominic Cooper and Anthony Mackie, it was lacking something. Kind of a cheesiness, kind of a cliche rip-off of a side character that you can tell right away. Right there. Like, right there. That's cheesy. It's cheesy acting right there, man. Didn't work. And these are actors' names that weren't big at all. Like, ever. And just come to think of it, Dominic Cooper actually did kind of get his name out there after the success of, or somewhat success of Mamma Mia and the big success of Captain America the First Avenger. He played Howard Stark. In this one, he plays Henry Sturgis. I don't want to spoil it, but here we go. He plays as a gentle vampire that helps Lincoln, trains him, tells him who he has to face. He did a good job. I mean, this film kind of ruined his career, and some people would say. I don't know why. I think the film was good. He did great. Anthony Mackie, on the other hand, he was still kind of a newcomer actor. The year before, the movie actually starred him in Real Steel with Hugh Jackman. He played a good side role. The film didn't do so hot to the box office or critics, but he had to start somewhere. This film kind of led him into something to be bigger. But then that's when Captain America the Winter Soldier got involved. I don't want to talk about that. But, yeah, acting overall was just decent. It was pretty good. Makes the story real. But when you get to Lincoln's First Lady, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, she did a good job. Really did. She was good. And a lot of people who don't know her, if anyone's seen the movie Sky High, or even Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, yeah, the villain from Sky High, she's Mary Todd Lincoln, the First Lady. It was kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, my childhood of her seeing as a villain is now a good person. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that this movie, the movie's acting, was very questionable in some ways, but it did succeed. It did. It really did. That's pretty much it, I would say. Got nothing else to say about them. Now, finally, the actual story. It's interesting. It's new. And it's like an alternate universe take. I mean, it takes like the skinny Abraham Lincoln we all know and love from the history books, and we turn him into, I guess, a meat packer in the arms and the thighs and the legs and the strength in general. Don't know why I just said those words in that time span. But all I'm trying to say is that the guy had strength. But that's why this Lincoln was almost like a different universe Lincoln. I mean, they took the skinny one, they scrapped it away, and then they put in this strong fellow, and then they made him as Lincoln. Didn't look like him. Benjamin Walker didn't even look like Lincoln. But then when you put the makeup on and when he was older, then yeah, I guess you could say he did. But I'm trying to say is that the story was good. It took place when Lincoln was like in his 20s, going up to his 40s and stuff, and how he became a president, how vampire hunting like evolved into his life. The movie was so different from the book too. See, in the book, he started very young, and then he worked his way up to be a vampire hunter, and it still haunted him in the book. even when he's president, it haunted him big time. But when the movie got involved, it took a different course, a big course. It scrapped everything that the book had and changed it completely, and it was kind of a good thing too, because it added more flair, like good flair to it. It was like, I don't know how you want to say it, but like the movie had more of a somewhat of a good story, better than the book, but the book still has a great powering story to it more than the movie ever did. Overall, the movie, 10 out of 10. It's kind of odd for how this movie didn't succeed in some ways, but hey, I gotta say, the movie was entertaining. The movie was entertaining to myself, to some others, but while the movie just didn't work as well, it doesn't make it a terrible film. I mean, whoever says that the movie was terrible, say whatever they say. I don't care. The movie itself still held up really well. I mean, it's already been made. I mean, but you can't say that this movie, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, you can't say that this is worse than Twilight. A lot of people can agree that Twilight is terrible, but I want to go depth into that because I would talk all day about how Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter is better than Twilight. Oh my god, this movie, it was good. I don't know why people don't support it that much anymore, but hey, that's my opinion. Those are my reviews on the whole film. Short video, I get it, but I hope you guys were entertained by that. So please, thank you for showing up on this video and enjoying it along the journey. And also, if you're new, like and subscribe, or if you guys are just new, or you guys are still here, like it, comment down, and if you want to, give me some ideas on the film, like on videos that you guys want to see from me. I already got some ideas ready to be cooked up, but I want to see what you guys would give me. Thank you guys for showing up, and also, stick with the movies and be a movie nerd like me.